Welcome to the Deconstructionist Deep Dive.
The podcast that doesn't just accept the story
We break it. We examine the pieces.
and expose the machinery inside. Let's dive in. What if the promise of disclosure isn't really about liberation? What if, actually, it's the blueprint for a more advanced cage? That's the electrifying question we're really dissecting today. We're stepping into this world. It's often unexamined, but it's wildly popular. The world of disclosure narratives.
Right. You've heard the claims everyone has. Imminent revelations, these secret space programs, hidden histories.
Always just about to be unveiled. Right?
Always just around the corner. So our mission here isn't just to repeat what is being claimed. It's to ruthlessly unpack how these stories operate. Why they seem to get such a grip on people.
And critically, what they fundamentally demand of you, the listener. What's a price of admission to these narratives?
Exactly. This deep dive, it's about stripping away those surface level stories. We're looking for the patterns underneath.
Yeah, the psychological levers, the hidden mechanisms, those vital nuggets of knowledge that help you become truly well-informed.
Not just about disclosure itself, but about information, how it's built, how it's spread.
And ultimately how it's designed to influence you, how it worked on people.
And look, what we're about to uncover, well, it might just offer a fresh perspective. Maybe even reshape how you view any grand narrative that promises salvation from, outside forces.
There are some genuinely surprising things here.
Definitely. And a hefty dose of critical thinking that, could shift your entire perspective. Okay, let's unpack this. Let's really see what's going on beneath the surface. So first, let's set the stage. These disclosure narratives. What's the core premise?
Well, at their heart, many of them paint this picture, right? A grand, benevolent revelation. It's all orchestrated for humanity's benefit.
Delivered by mysterious forces, usually.
And central to this, you always have the insiders, the whistleblowers. Figures like Goode, Pete Peterson. They're often presented as these key sources.
Okay, and these figures in these narratives, they provide what really amounts to, well, fantastical testimony.
Completely. And there's this glaring, undeniable lack of any verifiable evidence. None.
Yet their word, their stories, often form the bedrock, the absolute foundation for these huge, sprawling narratives.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how quickly a story can just grab hold when it taps into that allure of secret knowledge.
Or insider status.
Right. Even with zero tangible proof. And this reliance on self-proclaimed authority, that's really our critical starting point here.
How these belief systems actually take root.
Exactly. It leverages what we call the revelation mythos, this like almost religious anticipation, an imminent disclosure that's going to change everything.
And it often blends with other ideas too, right?
Oh, yeah. Like a Gnostic salvation narrative. Hidden ancient knowledge is the key to our ascension.
Revealed by these chosen few, naturally.
Naturally. Or leading to some technological utopia.
Which feeds straight into that conspiratorial worldview, doesn't it, if there's no evidence?
That just brings the conspiracy. An all-powerful cabal or Illuminati is hiding everything. The lack of evidence becomes the proof.
It's a perfect closed loop, incredibly hard to break out of once you're inside it.
Totally.
So, okay, we encounter stories like this. Grand secrets, hidden truths, revolutionary futures promised. How do we actually cut through the noise? How do we get to the heart of what's really going on?
Right. This is where we bring out the scalpel. We need to apply some powerful critical lenses.
First up, critical thinking, which, let's be honest, we often just call calling bullshit.
Pretty much. Look, the entire disclosure narrative, it's built on an argument from authority. But here's the twist.
The authority is entirely self-proclaimed.
Exactly. And it offers zero falsifiable evidence. It's always Corey says, or Pete says, or the Alliance says. That's not data. That's just storytelling.
And when you push for proof,
You get the classic prophecy trope you'll see soon. It constantly postpones the burden of proof. It's a promise that's always, always just out of reach. Like a carrot on a stick.
yeah, chasing a mirage. And then there's that other technique, the false mosaic.
Oh, that's a clever one. They weave undeniable facts like, okay, the Piri-Reis map is a real historical mystery, right? Or actual archaeological puzzle.
Things that are genuinely intriguing.
Right. They weave those real things together with complete fabrications. The goal is to make the whole structure seem credible because, hey, some parts are true.
It's a neat trick, but once you see it, it's pretty blatant.
Okay, next lens, skeptical thinking. For us, this means radical disbelief as the default.
Meaning
our starting position has to be, none of this is true unless there's physical, verifiable evidence. period.
So ask the hard question.
Exactly, like,
Yeah.
where is the debris from this supposed shooting war consuming half a trailer of ammunition?
Yeah.
Where are the families of the alleged 15,000 dead soldiers? Where's the radiation data from this hot sun they keep talking about?
Where, frankly, is any physical evidence of anything they claim, anything at all?
It's a dead end for facts. No tests, no proof.
Yeah.
Just talk. And that's key, isn't it? If you can't test it, it's not knowledge you can rely on.
It exists entirely in testimony, blurry pictures, maybe some coincidences.
It is epistemologically barren, just empty of real, verifiable knowledge.
Okay, now for strategic thinking. This one's crucial. Who really benefits from these narratives?
Yes, this reveals the machinery underneath. Because, okay, on the surface, sure, David Wilcock, Goode, they benefit directly. Book sales, conference fees.
The very events where these stories get pushed.
Right. And they gain social capital, guru status. The narrative makes people dependent on them for the latest intel.
And it's bigger than just them, right? There's a whole industry.
Oh, definitely. The broader New Age industrial complex, Gaia TV, countless conscious life expos, all these platforms. They profit from an audience that's hungry for meaning, maybe for simpler answers.
They're selling a pre-packaged cosmic drama.
Exactly. But here's the real kicker. The true masterstroke, perhaps. This narrative also profoundly benefits the existing power structure itself. Think about that.
How so?
It's designed, maybe implicitly, maybe explicitly, to manufacture consent for the current state of hierarchy. It subtly teaches people to just wait. Passively await salvation from a new set of elites.
Whether it's the Alliance or the sphere beings or whoever.
Right. Instead of demanding power for themselves now, it suggests the world's problems aren't systemic, not inequality or injustice, but just a lack of technology.
Which the right people will kindly release to us, eventually.
It's like the ultimate liberal fantasy of revolution without any conflict, change without struggle. Your only job is to wait and believe.
Which brings us to ethical thinking. And this is where things get, well, quite unsettling.
Yeah, the moral implications here are profound. We're talking about psychological manipulation.
Like claiming the sun is becoming dangerously radioactive.
Yes. To make people fear, maybe make them dependent on the idea of underground cities. That's a classic fear tactic. But even more disturbing, I think, is the call for amnesty for war criminals.
Explain that one.
The idea that these figures, maybe from the supposed cabal, deserve a second chance because they are now heroes bringing us salvation.
Wow. So, mass murder, horrific crimes. They're okay if the person claims they switch sides and offers you, what, a free energy device?
Pretty much. It asks you to just set aside your sense of justice, your moral compass.
Yeah.
It raises a huge question. What does this teach us about accountability? Is justice negotiable?
Deeply problematic. Okay, finally, historical thinking. How does that lens help?
Well, it quickly shows they're often just lying, or at least fabricating wildly. This narrative is like a parasite on actual history.
How do you mean?
It takes genuine historical mysteries, elongated skulls, the Piri Reis map again, weird stuff on Mars images, things we don't fully understand.
And injects them with a completely fantastical, unverifiable meaning tailored to the narrative.
Right. It claims the Book of Enoch is literal E.T. history.
Yep.
I mean, try telling that to any serious historian or theologian. They'd laugh you out of the room.
It also paints this picture of a frozen, monolithic past, doesn't it? The Illuminati as this single, unified force for thousands of years.
Which is just historical nonsense. Real history is messy,
Yeah.
It's contested, complex. Their version is clean, simple, almost divinely orchestrated.
It strips history of its human drama, its politics.
And turns it into a simple superhero comic. And the audience. Your only role is to cheer for the right side. No agency required.
Okay, so we've applied these lenses. What does this all mean for you, the listener, trying to make sense of this information overload? Let's distill this down. What are the core deceptions here? The ones designed to disarm your critical thinking and, frankly, keep you passive.
Right. Let's nail these down. Deception number one. The insider is a credible source.
This is just argument from false authority, isn't it? Charlatanism, pure and simple.
Totally. It's power. It creates a guru class. People who mediate truth and, well, profit from it. It's no different functionally from a televangelist saying God spoke to them, now send money.
And if you buy into it,
You're outsourcing your own critical thinking. You become a consumer of revelation, not a seeker of truth.
which leads right to deception number 2. Disclosure is imminent and benevolent.
Classic prophecy. It's hope-based control. It cleverly rebrands the whole military-industrial secrecy thing as some benevolent alliance, making sure its authority stays unchallenged.
It's like the old Soviet promise, right? The glorious future is always just on the horizon.
Exactly. It keeps you passive, waiting. Why bother building a better world today if salvation is coming tomorrow from the sky or from some secret base?
Okay, number 3. The idea that a lack of evidence is actually evidence of a conspiracy.
Ah, the logical fallacy defense shield. Pure paranoia, really.
Yeah.
Its power is that it makes the narrative totally immune to criticism.
If you're skeptical.
You're just asleep, or maybe you're working for the cabal. It's what every doomsday cult does when the prophecy fails. Oh, it was just a test of faith.
It creates this closed mindset where only the narrative leaders define reality.
Precisely. Deception 4. The promise that advanced technology will solve all human suffering.
Technological utopianism. A very seductive but false promise.
Its power is distraction. It pulls focus from the real, immediate, often political causes of suffering, like inequality, oppression. It suggests we don't need systemic change, just a cool gadget.
We called it the opiate of the geeks before, and that feels right. It postpones justice indefinitely, waiting for some technological rapture.
And ignores how any truly advanced tech would inevitably be grabbed and likely weaponized by the powers that already exist.
Okay, number 5. This one's chilling. We must grant amnesty to war criminals.
Yeah, this is a call for moral abdication. It's fear-based compliance, basically. Do what we say, forget our crimes, and maybe we'll give you the free energy.
It's the ultimate protection racket for elites.
And historically, we've seen echoes of this, haven't we? Think about Operation Paperclip after WWII recruiting Nazi scientists, whitewashing their pasts for geopolitical gain.
It suggests justice is just negotiable. Morality is a commodity you can trade for convenience or cool tech. It's the death of the ethical self, almost.
Deeply corrosive.
Okay.
Okay, number 6. The notion that history is a literal hidden war between ET factions.
Historical revisionism gone wild. Metaphysical nonsense, really.
It strips history of all its human struggle, its complexity, makes it a simple comic book if everything is just ET drama.
Then what does human achievement even mean? What does our struggle matter? We're just pawns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No agency. Okay, 7. The subtle but powerful idea that consciousness can be upgraded by an external solar event, like a magic flash.
Spiritual bypassing, magical thinking.
Right. It encourages passive waiting for some cosmic zap instead of the actual hard internal work of self-improvement, of community building. Remember the whole 2012 thing?
Why meditate when the sun's going to do it for me?
Precisely. It replaces discipline with destiny, personal responsibility with a cosmic lottery ticket.
Number 8. The Law of One is presented as a scientific document.
Pseudoscience dressed up as channeled dogma. Its function is to create this sacred, unquestionable text.
Something to underpin the whole mythology, give it a veneer of philosophical weight.
It's like Scientology's OT3 story about Xenu, isn't it? Another channeled, elaborate cosmic narrative presented as absolute truth, but only for initiates. You're just swapping one set of dogmas for another.
Okay, number 9. This one plays on ego. The audience is part of a chosen group waking up.
Ah, pure flattery. Exploiting basic in-group, out-group psychology. Its power. It creates this feeling of elite belonging.
Makes you feel special, in the know.
And that bonds you to the speaker, insulates the group from outside criticism. I mean, every cult uses this technique. It's intellectual vanity.
And that very feeling, that specialness, is the drug they use to stop you questioning the information itself.
Exactly. And finally, deception number 10. This whole thing is a live disclosure, happening right now on stage or on screen.
Grandiosity. It's pure theater, a theatrical lie.
The spectacle is the message. The drama, the reveals, the first time ever shown, slides. It's all a performance designed to overwhelm your critical thinking with emotional excitement.
It's a magic show. The disclosure is the trick.
And the audience is paying for the privilege of being fooled. You aren't being informed, you're being entertained. Your genuine desire for truth is being monetized and manipulated.
Wow. Okay, so these 10 deceptions, taken together, what they do is divert your attention away from real problems, away from your own power, your own agency.
They sell you a prepackaged revolution that requires no actual struggle from you, just belief.
So what's the ultimate deception here, the big one we've uncovered in this deep dive?
It's this insidious idea that freedom will be given to you by some higher authority.
Doesn't matter if it's extraterrestrial, military, spiritual.
If you're just patient enough, faithful enough, obedient enough. And this, friends, this is the oldest lie.
The oldest lie that every hierarchy in history has ever peddled.
The lie of the priest, the king, the general, and now, kind of tragically, the UFO contactee channeling entities.
This is not a disclosure. It is absolutely a psyop. It's a carnival barker's spiel pitched at the spiritually desperate.
It's a theater of obedience, but it's disguised as rebellion against the system. They aren't selling you truth. They're selling you a cage, just one with maybe better special effects.
You have to embrace the cognitive Armageddon here. See it for what it is.
Your liberation. It will never be handed to you. Not by an 8-foot bluebird, not by a secret space program, not by some disinformationist guru on a stage.
It has to be seized. It's built. Through ruthless criticism, through solidarity, through direct action.
In the actual world, not some fabricated fantasy land.
Demand evidence, not revelation.
Seek power in yourselves, in your communities.
Yeah.
Not in the empty promises of technocratic saviors.
Look, your mind, that's the only thing they can't truly own.
Unless you gladly hand it over to them, wrapped in the tinfoil of cosmic conspiracy.
And tied with the pretty ribbon of spiritual vanity.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive.
And that's our deep dive for this week.
Remember, the most dangerous illusion is the one you don't know you're in.
But now you know. So here's our question for you. What is the one idea you've held onto that you're finally ready to put on the chopping block?
Let us know in the comments. Question the narrative.
Deconstruct the dogma.
See the system.
We'll see you next time.
Stay skeptical.
Thank you for joining us.